What's up, my pilots? Angry Poncho here. We're back playing Let's Battle Blaze Black. In this episode, we are challenging Skyla, the sixth depth gym leader, who is a flying type Pokemon trainer, master, I guess you could even say, since she's a gym leader. I don't know. Either way, we have a kick-ass team. All of our whole party is good to go, man. We're done. We're awesome. It's great. We've even got Gigacoil, who I believe in the last episode was not badass yet. In this episode, he is fully badass and has achieved his nickname, so we are very proud of him. And that is the whole party. So those 6 you just saw, they're going through, you know, hardcore to the end. Band of brothers, all for one, one for all. Except there's 6 of them instead of being 3. Anyway. So, believe it or not, this is actually only my 2nd attempt at this battle, with no grinding off-screen to train beforehand. And I think the primary reason I lost the first attempt was because I didn't know it was a triple battle coming in, and so I had like the wrong Pokemon come out together at the beginning, and then I ended up with my, you'll see in a minute what Gigacoil does. As I didn't know this, but Discharge, I didn't know it until the last battle when I failed. Discharge hits all adjacent opponents in a triple battle, and so I had it next to, I think, Olgamoth, and so I was doing damage to my own team like an idiot during that one. So this one, I was smart about it, and I put Knackrack next to Gigacoil, so it would be immune to that electric type damage. And unfortunately, my ice type, Siberio, who would have been able to one-shot any of these 3 that we're looking at right now, I think. I'm pretty sure he could one-shot any of these 3, because he's got quite a good ability, that sheer force, along with the Ice Will Crash. But unfortunately, he's not fast enough, and so he got one shot instead. One of those brave birds took him out, I think. I see. I'm not too worried when they use moves like Brave Bird against me, because it has 1/3 recoil damage, which seems almost excessive to me. It's kind of crazy. Now things get a little bit weird. She brings out Archeops and I bring out Daedalus, so it's like, well, now it's like I'm playing water against rock, because I'm not even worried about the flying type similarities anymore. And I accidentally raised Braviary's attack by bringing out Daedalus with Intimidate. I didn't know it had Defiant, so whatever. So I go for the Aqua Tail on the oh no, actually, yeah, I changed my mind. Went back and used the Ice type move instead. Olgamoth has not yet been brought into the field, so we don't have any sunny day nonsense going on, so there's no worries with that. And now here I'm surprised, she uses a Hyper Potion. In a previous run of the battle, she had Mandibuzz use Rest and use a Chesto Berry to wake up. So I don't know what's going on there. And here's a shot out of left field. Archeops comes out with Earthquake, which just seems like a weird move for Archeops to know. It's rock and flying, and then just the fact that it's a flying type that knows Earthquake is something that I would never have predicted that was going to come out of this battle. And here I'm stunned to see that Ice type attack didn't totally knock it out. I think I was under the assumption that Ice would do 4 times damage to it because it was rock and flying. Is that not right? Because if that was 4 times damage, that was pathetic. Either way, Gigacoil was able to take Archeops out, which is great, because it would not have set up to another Earthquake. Hyper Potion or no. Yeah, so now he's bringing out Gliscor. She has a weird strategy with this Gliscor. Its ability is, it gives it the ability to, when it's poisoned, instead of doing damage, it regains health. And I don't think that's even a poison type. Isn't that ground flying, if I remember correctly? So, I don't know why it's got that ability, but that's what it does. It's very strange. And so it's actually holding a toxic orb, I think. So it's going to get itself poisoned, which gives it the ability to regenerate health. It's a strange battle strategy. I've never seen it before. But it sort of makes me proud of the hacker who made this Blaze Black mod, because she put in some cool stuff here, some little nuances with these. I can tell she put in some time to the gym battles, because that kind of stuff, that's really cool. And then here you go. Gigacoil just cannot stand up to that Earthquake, despite the fact that I used 2 of my 3 turns that round using Hyper Potions on Daedalus and Gigacoil. Still wasn't enough, and Knackrack gets taken out too. But look, along with the Rough Skin and the Recoil, Braviary's out of here too. So we're tied up 3-3, I think, right now. if I am... Yeah, I think we are. Because she's going to bring out another Pokemon. I thought she only had 2 up to this point. I was kind of excited. I thought I was ahead. So I bring in Olgamoth, and it's like, where do I put Olgamoth? And I'm like, oh, well, it's not going to matter because, you know, I'm coming up against 2 opponents, and so I was like, whatever, I'll just put it on the right. Good choice there. I didn't realize that she had 1 left back in the belt, I guess you could say. And she brings out Swanna, a water type. So now I'm super glad that I didn't put Olgamoth in the middle because, yeah, hopefully it'll be out of range for whatever Swanna's water type moves are. And of course it brings that drought into effect, which is nice. Which would still protect Olgamoth against those water type shots, which is very nice. So now I'm trying to figure out how I want to go about this. I'm looking at this weird type matchup on the other side. I've got dark, ground, and water. And on my side, we've got water, dark, psychic, bug, fire. So it's a little bit kind of going back and forth. I'm trying to get Morabella something productive to do here, and because I know that Mandibuzz is going to be immune to my psychic type shots and resistant to my dark and my grass type shots. So I gotta just try and use Olgamoth to take it out. And it's so close to taking out Mandibuzz, but it takes out Gliscor, and I had Morabella attacking Gliscor. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just switch to one of the other 2. Now, I don't know how they make this determination, but Morabella's Psychic type attack goes after Mandibuzz instead of Swanna. Is that just a rule? It goes to the Pokemon on the right if the one it was aiming for is gone when the attack is attempted? Because I feel like that's total BS. I got stolen. I mean, I got stolen. No, I got robbed because I used Psychic and it chose to aim at the Dark type instead of at the Water type. So it's like, come on, that's not cool. I should have, like, shouldn't I be able to choose? If the one I was aiming at is now gone, I can switch to another target or something? I don't know, maybe that would give you too much power, but I still think that it's something that should be included. So now we're trying to take out Swanna, because I think it threw a Hurricane on the last turn and missed, if I remember correctly. So, we're trying to get Swanna out of there, if at all possible. That Dragon Dance I did with Daedalus on the last turn is helping out here, because it's making the fact that Daedalus is only getting 1 times attack power, it's making it okay. We're dealing with it. And that Hurricane on this turn does not miss. And Olgamoth is out of the fight. We are tied up once again at 2-2. Mandibuzz is asleep and no longer has a Chesto Berry, so it's probably going to be snoozing for a little while. And now here the Dark Pulse. Even with the stab from Morabella, and Morabella's great special attack, still not enough to take out Swanna, and I'm kind of disappointed. So I go for another Ice Fang and decide, alright, I guess I'm going to move Morabella over to start aiming at Mandibuzz and hopefully take it out. And then, yeah, well, go on, yeah, so there you go, aim at Mandibuzz. And I'm amazed that Skyla doesn't bring out a Hyper Potion for that Swanna, because that's what I was expecting. That's why I was deciding who I should have Morabella aim at. Because I figured there's no point in aiming them both at the Swanna, because then, you know, oh, well, she has a Hyper Potion, it's not going to do much anyway. And now I spend about 1.5 minutes trying to decide whether or not my Daedalus should learn Dragon or Outrage. And I decided to forget Ice Fang and learn Outrage, which I don't think it really affects this battle. But I was like, right after I did it, I was like, that's kind of dumb, because my Ice type attack would have done double to Mandibuzz, and now all I've got is Outrage. But it's like, we're going 2-on-1 and the enemy is asleep, and then Outrage can't reach Mandibuzz, so it's like, crap, I got nothing over here. My Daedalus cannot reach Mandibuzz. I got nothing. Bounce won't reach it, and the best I can do is it's like, what? Oh no, I'm sorry, Bounce is the only move that can reach it. So I was debating, like, should I do Dragon Dance first a couple times, because it's not going to be very effective, I don't think. I don't know if Flying on Flying is one of those type matchups that gets half damage or not. I think it is. I suppose we'll find out shortly. But I was a little concerned at first, because I thought none of the moves were going to be able to reach Mandibuzz, and I was like, oh crap, it's just going to be dark on dark over here. It's going to do half damage all the time, and it looks like that Flying on Flying does normal, does 1 times damage, and then with that recoil from the Brave Bird, mistakenly used on Daedalus instead of Morabella, Mandibuzz is weakened sufficiently so that Morabella can finish it off even without getting that not very effective damage. So at this point, once again, I'm elated. Taking out Clay the way we did, and now taking out Skyla on the 2nd try with our full badass nickname team. I'm super pleased with the way that this party of 6 is coming together, which is great, because I spent a lot of time thinking about which ones it would be, and I'm glad to see that it's paying off. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next battle.